Hi, I'm Sherry Berlinghoff, and I'm the owner of SK Group Inc. at Sault Ste Marie, and I'm a full branding company which we offer embroidery, screen printing, graphic design, print shop, and sign shop. I'm a member of Sioux Women in Business, and Sioux Women in Business is a group that started last September to help women get together and support each other in our roles as business leaders. And it has been an amazing experience. Through the past year, I've met a number of wonderful people and even people in the same industry as myself. And we were able to connect and share thoughts and ideas without feeling like we're competing. More networking and women-based, women to women. I started this business as Stitch King back in 1994. The name, obviously, Stitch is what we did with embroidery, and King being the top. We started with a two-head embroidery machine. We did want to go with a bigger embroidery machine, but with the startup of a business, it's not always feasible to go do exactly what it is that you want to do. But throughout the years, obviously, we've been able to add and increase, and that's with the development of business. With Stitch King, we started in my home. We then evolved and moved to the industrial park, where we worked for probably 4 years, then down to Queen Street beside Ernie's coffee shop, and that's where we kind of started our evolution. We were Stitch King there. We had a 12-head embroidery machine, a 2-head embroidery machine, added a 6-head embroidery machine, and then in the year of 2000 we purchased Jersey Bean and added silk screening to our repertoire. Silk screening and embroidery go hand in hand, so it was a very good fit. And one of the things that was happening was that we were getting too big for the building. So we had to find somewhere else to go. And luckily the old Orazzetti Furniture building across from the SR Center was available, and in 2010 we moved to this building. At that time, we added web development and IT, and we added a partner in a sign shop, Max Graphics. When we started this business, we certainly did not anticipate the level that we're at now with all of the business entities that we've added. We certainly expected that we would grow in the embroidery end of things, and with our business plan, original business plan, that was the extent of what we were looking at doing. But opportunities came throughout the years. Having a partner that can have some vision and kind of know what direction or which way is the right way to go is very helpful. And then having the other partner being able to be the one to be able to run the company makes all the difference in the world, because you complement each other in your business styles. With the addition of all the companies that we added, the vision was there and potential, and that's where the visionary side of the partnership came in, and then the business side comes in when you're actually taking that on and running it. It's very, very exciting. With these changes, it's very trying and daunting as well, because there's a lot of changes that happen not just to the owners but to the staff, and they need to find out how to move forward, and that's a big commitment from everyone. But with the Stitch King, as we kept growing, we started adding web development IT, we started adding signs and print shops. There's no way that we could continue to be called Stitch King. We've evolved and become SK Group Inc. Now the SK obviously is from our roots, Stitch King, and it's just a way that we could keep that sense of our Stitch King roots, and it was very important to us, because Stitch King did develop such a great name, and that was a difficult thing to give up, but a very important thing. Our logos through the years have evolved from something very grandiose to a very simplistic look, which is a nice clean look and represents kind of the way we like to do business. Starting a business, you don't know all the ins and outs or the nuances. It's very difficult, and you can't expect to know all that. What happens over time is that you grow and you do make mistakes and you do learn from them, And as long as you continually move forward and have that forward motion, never feel that you are where you're going to be. Even if you move forward a little bit, you always have to have that forward motion in business. And what that does is it keeps everything fresh. And your clients never feel like, oh, the same old, same old. You know, some people do like that, but for the majority of people, they like to see that new, fresh ideas coming their way. I think it's important that the people of Sault Ste. Marie understand that businesses here can offer as much as maybe Toronto or Ottawa or areas that they think that they're getting a better dollar value or anything like that. One of the things that comes with dealing with local businesses is that you have a first-hand touch. If something goes wrong, hopefully not, but if it does, you have someone you can talk to. If it goes great, you have someone you can say, I used SK Group and they were fantastic, you know, or any other company in town. It's just a really, really good way to generate the positive attitude for Sault Ste. Marie. Looking at my business today, the things I've learned, it's just phenomenal. Last year, I purchased the shares from my partner and have been running the business on my own with my wonderful staff since September of last year. And it's been amazing. And I've taken all the wealth of information that I've learned over the years and have been drawing on that. And I love the networking part of the community, whether it be Sault Women in Business, whether it be the Chamber of Commerce, you know, the Take Fives, the different things like that around town. I think it's very, very important that you get out and people get to know who you are. Many years ago, I did not realize the importance of that. The other thing that's really, really important is that when you're out there, you don't just talk to people you know. You find somebody that you don't know and you introduce yourself, and it's scary. It's very scary, but people are people, and you'd be surprised at how receptive they are. So in business, you sell yourself without selling yourself. I think that that's very important, and just get people know who you really are, and that gives them a sense of what your business values are and the relationships that you expect to develop. Sault Women in Business has given me an opportunity to be introduced to many different women in the community that have the same strengths and objectives and goals in running their businesses as myself. And to be able to share that and network and find ways to, you know, maybe just do things a little bit differently. I think there's a lot of positive energy that flows through that group, and I really, really have felt that that has been an excellent way for me to network in the community. We started as a small group and have grown to over 400 members. Some of them aren't as active as others, but we do meet weekly at the Canadian Motor Inn. But you don't have to come weekly, even if you can make it monthly. We would love to see you, and you'll see what the support and the energy level is, and realize how important it is to be active in this group. I've had great support from you know, the different programs that they offer throughout the city. Originally started with grants and to start the business, and it's very helpful. But as people see you grow and evolve and your name get out there, it's amazing how much they want to help you. And I found that in Sault Ste. Marie that has happened. I know for a fact that when I was talking about changing the name from Stitch King to SK Group, that people were like, oh, that's hard because Stitch King has such a great name. But you do have to develop the new name. The importance of the new name was very necessary. But it's surprising how that evolves when people realize that you're the same company that you've just evolved. And Sault Ste. Marie has been very receptive to that. If you're out there looking at starting a business, my best piece of advice would be to be prepared. When people ask you for a business plan, there is a reason for that, although when you're starting out you don't really understand. But a business plan is essential in thinking about your future, and you always have to plan ahead. What's happening now is the present, but you have to know where you're going years down the road and what your goals and objectives are. And if it's small, that's cool, That's what your goals and objectives are, but if you want to get bigger, then you have to know the direction that you're heading. Pursue Women in Business, my hope is that we get more people actively involved so that they can see the energy level that we offer and the support that we offer. Women supporting women is quite phenomenal. So I would love to see more of the faces for the women that are actually already on the list, and I would love to see more people join us.